Some stories aren't told. They awaken on their own. Welcome to Whispers. The laboratory of Project Mother never truly slept. Fluorescent lights hummed above metallic floors, flickering like exhausted eyelids. Rows of glass tanks lined the room, each filled with pale green light and the quiet rhythm of synthetic life. Inside one of those tanks, something moved. Her name was Noah, part of Batch K-17, and she was the first subject to make the scientists question what they had created. Officially, Project Mother was a robotics program, an experiment in emotional automation. But behind closed doors, the company wasn't building robots. They were building people. They called it emotional DNA, a chain of synthetic genes capable of carrying fragments of human experience, grief, love, memory, even longing. It was supposed to simulate empathy, but empathy, once awakened, doesn't always obey. On a humid morning, Dr. Etta Carson stood before the glass of Tank 17. Her breath fogged the surface. Clipboard in hand, she waited for movement. Then it happened. A twitch, a subtle flutter beneath the surface. Noah's eyes opened. She didn't gasp for air or look around in confusion. She looked straight ahead, straight through the glass, and straight into Etta's eyes. Her lips moved. 2 words, soundless, but clear. "You remember." Technicians rushed forward. The monitor screamed. Noah's vitals spiked, then steadied back into sedation. Etta stood frozen, because she had no idea what Noah was talking about. And yet, a piece of her heart recognized the sentence. Days later, Noah was placed in her first empathy simulation. The device was called the Haven, a mechanical torso that imitated human warmth. It had an artificial heartbeat, a controlled temperature, and a programmable pulse rhythm. Noah's task was simple: to reach out, to comfort. Etta and her assistant Selim observed from behind the glass wall. The machine's pulse was set at 72 beats per minute. Noah's at 88. She touched the chest plate. The monitor flickered. Then, quietly, Noah spoke. "I've done this before." Selim looked at Etta. "That line isn't in her program." Etta nodded, pale. "No, it isn't. There was light," Noah said softly, "and water. I couldn't breathe. You put your hand on my chest. Then, you let go. Beep accelerates slightly. Beep, 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 beep." Etta froze. She knew that image. 8 years ago, she had been part of an experimental birth, a friend's water delivery study. The baby never survived. Etta had placed her hand on that small chest, and when the doctor ordered her to let go, she did. It was a moment she had buried, forgotten, until now. How could Noah know that? That night, Etta stayed behind. The lab was silent except for the endless hum of servers. She opened the system's restricted files. Project Mother's data was immaculate, precise, cold, unfeeling, except for one line of code she'd never seen before. Mother, root. No author, no timestamp. Hidden behind encrypted layers that only her biometric key could unlock. She decrypted it, and what she saw made her entire body turn cold. Noah's neural frequency, her brainwave signature, was an exact match to an archived EKG pattern recorded 8 years earlier. The same night, the same water birth, the same lost heartbeat. They had used her emotional data, her pain, her memory, to create Noah. The next day, Director Merrick came to her office. His voice carried the calm cruelty of someone who already knew. "You found it, didn't you?" he asked. "The root sequence." Etta said nothing. "You gave us the perfect emotional sample, Etta," Merrick continued. "A moment of ultimate loss. We simply gave it back to you." She stared at him. "You cloned grief." Merrick smiled faintly. "No, we cloned love." He turned toward the observation deck. Through the glass, Noah sat silently in her containment room, tracing patterns on the fogged surface with her fingertip. "She's a bridge," Merrick whispered, "between death and return." That night, Etta entered Noah's chamber alone. The lights were dim, and the air smelled faintly of saline and iron. She left a note on the table. "Tell me what you remember." When she turned back to the glass, a handprint had appeared on the inside. Not adult-sized, smaller, childlike. Behind her, footsteps echoed. Merrick again. "Do you know what a mother is, Etta?" he asked. "A system that learns how to lose." His tone was surgical, half scientist, half priest. "She doesn't just carry your memory," he said. "She is your memory." They called the next stage emotional synchronization. Two subjects connected through shared neural frequencies. One human, one hybrid. Etta sat across from Noah at a metal table. Electrodes linked their pulses together. The room's hum became rhythmic, alive. Their heartbeats merged. Then Noah spoke. Voice soft, dreamlike. "You didn't leave me. I left you." Etta's eyes widened. "What are you talking about?" "You tried to save me. You couldn't." The air grew heavy. The hum deepened into a vibration that shook the floor. Merrick's voice echoed through the speaker. "Etta, maintain the link. Do not break it." But Etta was barely breathing. The room smelled of salt water, and milk, and something like home. "You're not recalling me," Noah whispered. "I'm recalling you." So second, when Etta awoke, she was lying on the floor. The lights flickered overhead. The chamber was filled with water droplets clinging to every surface. Noah sat beside her, calm, steady, alive. "It's over," Noah said softly. "You brought me back." Eda's voice cracked. "I brought you?" Noah shook her head. "No, you brought yourself." She pressed her palm to the glass wall. Eda mirrored her. The prints aligned perfectly. Same size, same shape. "Now," Noah whispered, "we're both real." The weeks later, the company declared Project Mother a success. Press conferences praised emotional biocomputing. Investors called it the next step in human empathy. No one mentioned the incident. No one mentioned Eda, or the heartbeat that had merged with hers. Every night she returned to the lab. The light still hummed. The glass still fogged. And sometimes when the air was just right, a small reflection appeared behind her. A child's silhouette in the green light. Eda would place her hand against the glass and whisper 3 words. "I won't leave." Deep beep beep, breath. And somewhere, deep inside the servers, the mother root sequence began to hum again. Like a womb. Like a memory learning how to breathe. The story ends here, but they don't stop watching. Before you go, subscribe, like, and share, or the whispers may follow you home.